Today I'm going to talk about how to choose production inspection service in China to reduce the risks. If you are trying to learn about the types of quality inspection service in China or other low-cost Asian countries, you are on the right video here. First, let's talk about two different basic concepts: factory and supplier audits versus product inspection service. Audits and inspections are different, and they are important in different ways. Remember that audits are focused on the big picture and are generally conducted before establishing a relationship with a new factory, while inspections are about the little picture and are generally used to help manage existing relationships. Audits help you to make good long-term decisions. They also help you to decide which suppliers to work with so you can get the best results over time. Having a good mix of audits and inspections in your quality control program is important, so be sure to consider both to help ensure the success of your projects. Now let's get into more details of the audits part. In today's highly competitive market, it is imperative that you build a vendor base of partners that will meet all aspects of your production needs, from design and quality to product delivery requirements. Comprehensive evaluations through factory audits and supplier audits are a vital component of the evaluation process. The key criteria for factory and supplier audit accesses are facilities, policies, procedures, and records that verify a factory's ability to deliver consistent quality products over time, rather than at one given time or only for certain products. The major checkpoints of a supplier audit could include these things: company legality information, bank information, human resource, exportation capability, and order management. And a standard factory audit includes manufacturer's background, manpower, production capability, machine facilities and equipment check, manufacturing process and production line, in-house quality systems such as testing and inspection, the management system and capability, and last one is the environment. It is essential that you perform a factory audit before working with the factory. Once your relationship begins, you should also do occasional follow-up audits to ensure compliance and track improvements. Regular audits will help you improve efficiency and productivity with your supplier, and they will help you minimize risk in your supply chain. You can also be sure that you are in compliance with laws and regulations, and you can be more confident in your ability to guarantee quality. Okay, let's move next. We will talk about the production inspection service in China. First, I will talk about the on-site quality control inspection service. On-site quality inspection service require inspectors to visit the producer's factory at any stage during manufacturing to monitor the process based on the requirement of the supplier or buyer. The typical quality control inspection process includes 4 primary steps. Depends on the product, your experience with the supplier, and other factors. One or all these steps may apply to your business needs. So the first one is pre-production inspection, also called PPI. The pre-production inspection is conducted before the production process begins and helps to assess the quantity and quality of the raw materials and components and whether they conform to the relevant product specifications. A PPI is beneficial when you work with a new supplier, especially if your project is a larger contract that has critical delivery dates. This inspection can help to reduce or eliminate communication between you and your supplier on issues regarding production timelines and quality expectations. The second one is during production inspection. During production inspection, also called DPI, also known as due pro, is a quality control inspection conducted while production is underway. This step is particularly useful for products that are in continuous production that have strict requirements and when quality issues have been found prior to manufacturing during an earlier PPI. DPI inspections take place when only 10 to 15% of units are completed so that any deviations can be identified, have feedback given, and any defects can be rechecked to confirm they have been corrected. It enables you to confirm that quality as well as compliance to specifications is being maintained throughout the production process. It also provides early detection of any issues requiring correction, thereby reducing delays and rework. The third one is pre-shipment inspection, the PSI. Pre-shipment inspections are an important step in the quality control process and the method for checking the quality of goods before they are shipped. PSI ensures that production complies with the specifications of the buyer. This inspection process is conducted on finished products when at least 80% of the order has been packed for shipping. Random samples are selected and inspected for defects against the relevant standards and procedures. The last one is container loading and unloading supervision, also called LS. Container loading and unloading inspections ensure your products are loaded and unloaded correctly. Inspectors will supervise throughout the whole process and ensure your products are handled professionally to guarantee their safe arrival to their destination. This inspection will usually take place at your chosen factory while the cargo is being loaded into the shipping container and at the destination once the products have arrived and are being unloaded. This process includes evaluating the condition of the shipping container, verifying all the product information, quantities, and packaging compliance. Overall, I highly recommend providing your inspection agents with a product specifications sheet. It can be used as a quality checklist and ensure requirements are followed. So, what is a quality control checklist? It is also known as the inspection checklist. It is a criteria sheet to clarify product's requirements. 5 key elements should be outlined extensively and clearly in your quality control checklist, including product requirements, packaging requirements, on-site quality checks and tests, defect classification. Constructive collaboration between all parties in a quality control chain is vital for success. You must outline how all parties will collaborate during the inspection and start by consulting your supplier and quality control staff as you develop your quality control checklist. Then let's talk about the cost for the inspection. The typical cost for the inspection service mentioned above is usually around $200 to $300. Based on our many years' experience in communicating with the factories, a typical process works like this. First, you will have an agreement with the supplier about the highest defective products rate, which means the percentage of the defective products number cannot exceed this criteria. Next, after the production is done, you will hire the inspection staff and they will go to the factory to do the product inspection there according to your requirement. Once they are done with the inspection, they will provide you a detailed inspection report. And the typical inspection report looks like this. Okay, all of these inspections we have talked about are all done on site. Now, we will introduce another inspection method, which is an offset factory inspection. With the development of e-commerce business, in addition to the 4 types of quality inspections we talked above, another procedure also exists. That is, have the manufacturer of the goods deliver them to a facility, often called an inspection center or a quality control platform, where all the pieces will be checked. A piece-by-piece inspection involves checking each item to evaluate a range of variables, including general appearance, workmanship, function, and safety. This inspection process can be carried out either before or after the packaging inspection. Here, we have a little video to show you how we did the piece-by-piece inspection of a handkerchief for our Japan Amazon customer. They have really high requirement of the product quality, even require us to cut off all the threads on each handkerchief. A very detailed inspection service like this will definitely help to reduce or avoid the return or exchange rate of your products. Then the next question you will have is, in general, when does a handle check of an entire batch make sense? From our experience, I would point to 3 reasons some importers want a piece-by-piece check. First, the cost of delivering defective product is very high. In this case, it is worth spending more time to sort out all the bad pieces. Second, in a circumstance where the goods require particular attention to ensure compliance to specification. In this case, a 100% check is also necessary. Third, when the goods need to be reprocessed in another facility before shipment. There are many cases where products coming from different factories must be kitted or packed together or need additional bundling service. In this situation, a piece-by-piece inspection may also be necessary. Next, another question you may ask is it more expensive to do a quality control check on a whole batch? Most people would say yes, it is more expensive. However, that is not always true. We have had a number of cases that the fully loaded cost was pretty similar. The random check becomes less appealing if we add the cost of defective products. For example, a toy manufacturer must pay about $40 in processing costs and FedEx fees whenever one screw is found missing when the end user is assembling the toy. And that's without mentioning the bad will it generates. So this figure here just shows you a direct comparison of the total cost for different quantities with random inspection and 100% inspection. It did not take consideration of all the other factors, so it's not really a fair comparison here. Overall, if you really want a fair comparison of the cost for random inspection versus one-by-one inspection, you need to consider all other factors, including your product price, shipping and selling and returning price, etc. And one more important aspect, you need to consider the impact of one bad review to your business. Okay, that's all we have for today. Hope the content we have here is helpful. And if you are interested, please don't forget to hit the subscribe and you won't miss our next video. Again, thank you for your attention and we will see you in the next video.